What up, everybody? Good morning. Oh, glad you like it. Let me hit you up with it. It's called that's the name of the song. That's the artist. What's up, friends? All right. Sounds westerny. I'm on the piano part just now. Oh, they were talking about the other song. This is some kind of I've been going through like lo-fi video game music now. I'm trying to mix up the playlist a little bit. So I don't know which games we're gonna hear, but this is like classic video game lo-fi. So we'll see what we get out of it. All right, the overnight session. My camera, I found out what's going on with my camera. Ever since Windows rebooted, something's going on with the USB. So the camera's running at like 5 frames a second. It has to do with, I think you need a dedicated bus for that, for the webcam of that type. So I got to go through and find out which USB ports and isolate it and figure out a way for it. But yeah, ever since Windows updated, that one day my computer just shut off one morning. My webcam hasn't worked well since then. Nothing changed. All right, we still trading down and VIX still below triple V, still doing slightly okay there. Slight pullback overnight in the Russell and Nasdaq trading slightly higher, the S&P kind of opening slightly higher as well. Both in range of DD bands, so market's still rational enough to find some good scalps inside of it. I remember yesterday's monthly maps were still kind of a little questionable. S&P still shows possible pathway to liquidation, but there's also some base kind of starting to build up here. We'll see what the new print is this morning. That will get kind of more of an insight there. And also DD ratio got above half again, so the stocks are getting back to push. You saw Windows 10 after an update. Windows now refuses to open your nice hash miner software. That admin blocked you, but I'm admin. LOL. Yeah, I usually disable Windows auto update, and I forgot to this one time whenever I reformatted my computer, troubleshooting my RAM stuff. All right, market's opening in 1 minute. I'm kidding. I'm at 1 second. The readers we get this morning. All right, here we go. All right, so we're gonna be looking for DD ratio at this point. It's gonna be our confirmation number. This number greater than half. We got a 505 support on bull zone. So here's what we're looking for so far. As soon as ratio comes out, supported bull zone 505 today. Resilience looking pretty solid, so it looks like it's going to support there as well. So we'll see. Right. VIX and decay pattern, we're still looking all right there for bull setup. QQQ is BLD. You gotta love those BLDs, looking great on top of hedge pressure. Open, orange, open is that key spot right there. So open, orange is support, back to open. The DD ratio is nice and clean. So today we're looking for support here and support here. So look, Nasdaq and both the S&P have support mechanisms here. Okay, good. So this is going to probably dip 4 moves. What's up, Micah? Oh, so this part right here is down. We're putting the DD back in the Discord for now. Our web scraper went down, and we just don't have the capacity to fix it till after this week. We have a strict deadline for marketplace stuff. So check out monthly maps now. So look at market looking stable here. Be stable today. So Micah, go to the Discord. It's an overnight bot where I posted events. It's just for the no problem. The CME went and changed their website on us, so so our scraper somewhat broke. It reads the website, so if the website changes format just a little bit, it's just, you know, you have to go rewrite that thing. Okay. So QQQ looking stable. So interestingly enough, tech on the longer side of things. Bull zone stronger, bear side weaker. So it looks like we're getting through the end of this week. Not really that bearish sell-off setup that earlier in the week was implying. So it looks like at the end of as of the end of yesterday, monthly map showing stability. Let's look at SPY. Can I see the data for UV? Yeah, I could see that. Had it on there earlier. Oh, it's still, the reverse split still has to work its way out, but it is still what it is, so keep that in mind. You still have those options open in both spots here. So yeah, it's still a decent setup here. Yeah, so just the monthly hedge pressure resilience is only applicable at monthly hedge pressure itself. So it's applicable in that when you get there, it'll tell you the behavior of it. So looks like the monthly maps as of yesterday has repaired itself to bullishness. So at least the S&P all the way through the first week of May, bullish bear squeeze. So bear back to squeezing. So this is a temp bottom for sure. This is bottoming out. I don't think this turns into more selling. This looks like the market's completely healed itself. This is done. That's done. Doesn't look like at the end of the day, yesterday, sorry, we're back to buying dips. So just to be safe, I'm gonna scoop up right down in here, get a long off of. So, right, while the monthly res is negative, it means resilience, that there are more stocks below their monthlies and above. It doesn't necessarily mean that the S&P is gonna sell off. It means if the S&P was here, from here, it would even be more negative and less probability that it would actually hold. So what that usually, this is just actionable at the yellow line itself. So as soon as you get here, then you consult that to see. So right now, as you see, it's actually the stocks are starting to catch up now. The index is looking pretty solid. The index is placing higher, so the stock's starting to catch. We don't use resiliences as directional for like where you're actually trading at. Resiliences are designed to work on a pivot. So they're normalized against this range right here for the weeklies, and then this range right here for the monthlies. So because it's negative, it's ignored because we're not even close to monthly yet. DD is always going to lead the way. It's the highest priority, highest ranking of our indicators of the 3 inputs. DD is more important than resilience, and the white is more important than orange, which are more important than liquidity maps. So DD is your most important factor. DD bands, those are both the most important, highest volume pivots. So a bull zone touch today is the strongest pivot that you can see. The distribution zone, redistribution zone pivots are the second strongest. Yep. So inside of here, this is a long setup from here with the double down dip from here, and I'm waiting for this the lower entry. Now, Nasdaq is tapping upper DD band. Be careful. Again, you know, fairly often, as soon as you reach here, the market does attempt to try to reverse or pivot. So watch out, as Nasdaq has been very close to its upper levels. One second. Dude, I've got like, I'm so excited to show you guys what's going on with the marketplace, but launched, yeah, we're almost there. Almost there. Almost there. It's super exciting. Did you see what we built? It's our biggest single release in the history of the company. There's more stuff coming out for that in one go than when we actually release the platform itself. Give me 1 second. I'm looking for. right. So nice bullishness today. No bearishness, no selling pressure. Still ready to roll. Once Nasdaq breaks through its own DD band upper area, 17,778.50. Maybe then for you guys. Once that's breached, the S&P has a little bit of way to go. So 2145. Give it look at that quickly. The DD bands. Oh, so the best entry point that I take whenever I make these trades. Resilience is 2 modes. Let me show it to you really quick. So on bullish resilience, the entry mode is right at the open. So if you open and fall inside a half gap, if resilience is positive here, take a long. The bottom of the box, I also take a long. So I think I drew that kind of like not scaled, but half gap to the upper end of the box is one rule of resilience. The entry point is here. Anytime you're near the bottom of the box or underneath it, I can long somewhere in there up to there. So in that particular instance, we're cleared for a long from there as well. So the options were anywhere from here or here, as well as anywhere from here to go to DD band. That's the one I always take. So resilience pivots are against the edges of the box and from below it. DD pivot is from the bottom bull zone, which is here. So here, here, and here, all 3 of these spots are entry points. This range. Pivoting from here, pivoting from here, pivoting from here. Yeah, this is gonna be your first round of pullback attempt. So we're gonna see what Nasdaq does as Nasdaq's completed its picture to upper DD band. Let's see what it does. Is understand you have to open, wait at least for price to come down to open, right? It's up to you. Normally, like at the open, I give it 1 or 2 minutes before I actually go in and strike. I don't normally just chase right at the open. If it blasts above it and comes down and supports at it, I'll take a long. Usually that first candle just kind of gets a little wonky. After about a minute or 2, I wait and then I watch. So here, immediately when I started drawing on my screen, you saw right here, I was like, oh, okay, middle, bottom, longs. Because we're so close to DD band right now on Nasdaq, I have a feeling it possibly can try to move down inside of here, and I'm going to make that attempt there. The reward side of the trade was much smaller than I was hoping, since we were already up here. Nasdaq already pressing and hitting that and trying to resist is why I'm not doing this initial opening trade. So if Nasdaq hits this and then tries to sell a little bit and then we get that nice little drop, I'll jump in on the long. So because we're at the first stopping point, there really wasn't much oomph on this for me to like, oh, let me trade from the long. It was literally 4 points away on the S&P. So we're going to watch this and see what it does. This falls to bottom of the box, which is right there. And then we're talking closer to 5,100. That's what I'm looking for today. This is pretty rad. This is like old school Zelda. All right. So I'm waiting for 5100-ish entry. Just down inside of here, which is the stronger of the entries. This bumping to first resistance can still fight its way higher and take off as Nasdaq continues to push. So that's what we're watching for. If Nasdaq breaks the new highs and keeps going, it's going to create a nice little runaway. 1 point stop on this is what I'd be doing if I was taking long. 506.50, 505.50, and 505, clearly more than one strike. So I will be stopping down inside of here if I were to be long at any one of these entries. That's how bullish one wants to be. When we're bullish. On the bearish side, the only short that exists is exactly from here. Being that Nasdaq would pivot from here and lose CD band and sell off. But then the short ends right there anyways. And the signals are really strong for the bull side today to even want to short this. So yeah, this was like link from the past sell. That's like old school. Link to the past. So it looks like this is a lot of like Zelda, Pokemon, Mario, Yoshi. Old school Nintendo, I feel like. We're just like hustling all day, every day. Marketplace stuff, man. We have like a huge laundry list of little tasks to get going. So I'll tell you, I'll give you guys a little teaser here. All right, we have a list of like 30 laundry items, little punch lists that me and the board and the other vendors in our beta test and some of our employees came up with, and so we're punching through them one at a time. So essentially what you do, you go to the website, you can sign up to be a vendor, you can sign up to be a customer. You're going to get Rocket Scooter Platform for free. Basic version, which is charting. You're going to get an extended platform that you can buy that has all the other features. Everyone here, don't do anything. Because if you go get the free version and buy all the indicators separately, it's going to cost you much more than what you're doing right now. So basically everybody here will never do anything at all. You're already in the program, stay in the program. We'll flip you automatically to the new stuff. Next step, you're going to go there, make a vendor account. You can sell different products. Scanner settings, indicators, subchart indicators, small chart indicators. It's like the mini charts, right? Alerts, text alerts, all kind of stuff. Discord rooms, newsletters. All these things will be products you can sell from your trading community. Indicators will be able to code in a language called RocketScript. That's not going to be launched with the website launch. It's available for our white labels currently right now, and we're building the UI for anybody else to go in there and code their indicators. Probably within the second month of launch. So the RocketScript language is mostly done for what our launch needs are, and we'll keep building to it as the years go by, with more functions, more syntax, more functionality. There's going to be two engines for RocketScript. One is our server-based engine, which is our proprietary technology of how indicators are delivered to you from server calculations rather than calculated in the browser. Faster platform, faster experience, unlimited outputs, infinite sophistication, yada yada. We always talk about that. There's gonna be a local engine as well, so you guys can write your own indicators or blend indicators together or whatever inside of RocketScript in a local environment where you just code it for you and it's local in your browser. Those calculations are done on the browser. If you do server side, you can sell your indicators in the marketplace. There's two different versions of that. In the server side version, and we're also going to do an encrypted browser side version for like a lesser price point. That's version 3 of what we're calling our console. There's that DD band sell off, like I said. Look at that. This is what I said. Looking for that pullback. Let's let the S&P touch that bull zone at 505. Let's see where it gets there. So essentially, like the highest end tier clients of ours, like one of our white labels we have right now, is going to want everything fully secure. All server side, just like liquidity maps are all done server side. That's the highest end package. You might just want your indicators encrypted in the browser for like lesser price point. Anyways, you can sell indicators, alerts, scanner, anything that you can put into a platform you can sell. By the way, I just talked to the folks at AMP this morning. If you use AMP Futures, they're now a broker of Rocket Scooter as of probably today or tomorrow. So sometime at the end of the week, I'll give you guys the go ahead if you use AMP that you can log in with your CQG account and trade your AMP account here as well. I'm talking to them a lot, getting that set up. So we're good there. So adding to the brokers, we have here you can do Edge Clear, Robbins, GFF, and now AMP will be the next. So we're adding more futures brokers to the mix. Sometimes this year we're going to be working on equities brokers as well. That's once the website is out and in stride and everything. We targeted to have 50 vendors at launch for our launch beta. So a mix of them are still getting their site, their things set up, but some of them are waiting for us to get launched. But it's gonna be really nice once this thing gets going. The idea is that you'll have more expansibility to what you do here. Not just our tools, add other tools to the platform, code your own indicators, add other people's code indicators. Some of the indicators will be able to have their outputs become inputs to other people. So a vendor that makes an indicator, for instance, like me, I could designate hedge pressure as a global variable, or sorry, a global reserved word that you can pull in as a variable for your calculations. So an example is if you want to use hedge pressure to make another indicator on top of it, I could allow hedge pressure to be globally used by people that buy it, to use its number as an input to your own calculations. They're creating super indicators. And additionally, I can allow super indicators to be bundled. So I can allow people to build off of my indicator, their own indicators, and also bundle it as a package. So Tradeovate one day, fingers crossed. Yeah, that's up to them. As soon as they open the door, I'll be the first one in it. Trust me. Can you add interactive brokers? They're on the list. Yep. They're one of the first we're going to approach when we start working on equities brokers. So once marketplace is done and launched and platform is out, we're going to start adding broker integrations. This is one of our very first things that we do. More broker integrations. So we need to write the API connection for each one of these individually. Well, when RocketScript goes live, will there be a document for methods, functions, and basic syntax? There is going to be a document for that, but probably after it goes live. But it should go out because it needs to go live so we can test it and make sure it's there even before you guys can use it. So when we launch it to the public, like advertise it and market it, then yeah, there will be a document to go with it. So we have documentation sites set up that we're going to just put all the syntax on there. Yep. I know we haven't put much into like the liquidity maps and the back testing and the platform and things like that. We want to, but this marketplace is going to give you guys a common experience that you have elsewhere. Like if you're here, you're like, man, I love RocketScooter, I love RocketScooter tools, but I miss Thinkorswim where I can just fiddle around and code my own indicators, or I miss having, TradingView where I can go just look around and see what other people have made. It's like we're like a closed ecosystem here. And so we listened to that and we realized that was the most important thing is, give you enthusiasts more power than just our tools. So ability to make your own, see what other people have made. We're talking to all kind of other companies, not just integrator providers, but to create custom widgets. Like an example, an idea I have is which I need to schedule this with Amar and see if they're ready. I talked to him about like 2 years ago to have a widget in here for Financial Juice, where you just get your Financial Juice feed right here. Just connects to their stuff. So the idea is we're talking to other companies to see if we can get their stuff integrated into our platform. And if they have like subscriptions and stuff, you can buy their subscription from our marketplace. These are ideas that I had so that you can start aggregating all your different tools that you go around all over the place for inside of our platform as well. So anybody that offers a financial tool somewhere, we want to tie it into our platform, into the platform itself. Hey Mehul, the DD indicator is actually currently down. As you see on my screen, it's just all dashes in that table. We need to assemble a team after the marketplace launches to correct that. Is the next step with that thing. The CME group changed our website, the presentation of margin requirements and other things we need for that calculation. So our scraper bot failed to pull the data. So what we have to do is rewrite it. It's the nature of web scrapers. They're finicky. Like Financial Juice and like other things. Like I want to get other things tied into the platform. And then you just basically go in there and you can just add a subscription As soon as you do that, you know, your subscription to whatever else, news feeds, newsletters. One of our ideas is that we have a bot that's going to be in every vendor's Discord. The vendor can have a channel that they do call outs in. The bot can take those call outs and immediately send them to the platform in a side widget where you can subscribe to like certain call outs from your favorite traders. So you want to watch like 3 or 4 traders at once and what they're doing. You can see down here at the bottom. Let me use streamers as an example. You know, trades by Matt bot, you know, S&P at blah, blah, blah. Patrick Weiland bot NASDAQ at blah, blah, blah. Matt Howard bot, blah, blah, blah. And you just see a feed of all your favorite people you subscribe to and their trades just showing up. So you can kind of follow all your educators and traders and gurus all at one time. Kind of cool. So ideas that, you know, pain points when we have, and then of course our, you know, mile-long wish list that you guys put stuff into give us so much information to make things that we actually always wanted as a trader. Like to have everything in one local place. Nobody's been able to do that. There's no modularized trading experience. So we've spent the last year building the marketplace, by the way. This is a 1-year-long project coming to conclusion. As it stands, we have 4 white labels that we're building, separate platforms for people that are their own version of Rocket Scooter platform with their own logos, names, and inclusive ecosystem. They said we'll have between 30 and 50 vendors at launch. We create our own scripting language. We create our own server-side distribution technology. Create our own marketplace website, search engine, and other features to go with it. Vendor and customer dashboard and administrative side, all of that. Beautiful website, which I can't wait to show y'all. I'll give you a teaser as soon as he now what the hell? Y'all want to see the Figma? I want to see it. Don't tell anybody. I'll give you a sneak peek at the Figma. Hold on. Tom is like Figma. We got some coders in here. They're getting excited. All right, hold on. Let me get it. Y'all want to see the Figma? All right. Just don't tell anybody. I'm gonna show you how pretty it is. That's all. So we have a punch list of about 30 items. I'll show you one, maybe 2. Okay, hold on, 2. All right, hold on. Teaser. They're only a couple weeks away from launching, so. All right, here you go. This is the first one. This is the actual shopping page. You can click different tabs to buy all kinds of, you can read reviews. There's a Q&A session between you and your vendors. They can sell their newsletters, alerts. There's missing a lot more things up here. This is just the Figma. People can bundle their deals with other things. They can product collaboration, Discord, featured things, product carousel, description of vendor, each product listed here. And there you go. Very clean. Oh, nice. Okay. There's your teaser. All right, one more. Give me a shopping cart feature. The bundling feature is one of our bread and butters of this too. So you say you like zoom in on a product, you want to see it, looks like this. So if I were to pick a product to like one of these, if I like come over to featured product, I click it, it can pop up full screen with more information just to show it differently. And you can watch a live video. So these are all embedded videos and you mouse over them, they start playing. So you can read up anything about anybody. Customer reviews are going to be a big thing. So if you've bought somebody's product, you're able to review it. You can leave honest reviews of people's stuff. If the website will know you've used the product, the website will let you make a review. It'll also state in the review, customer has used the product for 1 month, 5 months, 1 year. So that you can see somebody is not getting their buddies to go out there on like a trust pilot or something and spam review a bunch of fake reviews to make you look good. You can't trust those sites anymore because they can't prove that you use the product. We can. So our review system will not only tell you who reviewed it and prove that they were a customer, it also tell each person in the public how long the person was a customer. So if you see a bunch of 5-star reviews that have been using it for a month or less, clearly, you know, they're telling all their friends. If you see a bunch of 5-star reviews and one of them's like 2-year user, 1-year user, 6-month user, then you'll see that there's a substantial thing. Like a, you know, client. So anyways, we're trying to solve all the problems that you think of that you have in financial products. That being the one of them, how do you know what to trust? There's really no good review site out there that you can trust that really reviews anything, because you can't verify that it's not a bunch of bots making the review, even on Amazon. So in ours, you have to have used the product. Clear as day. So you'll get to see actual customers. And if customers leave a bad review, you can't go bully them, tell them to take it down, because it's going to stay there. So a lot of vendors out there like to bully their customers, threaten them if they make bad reviews. Like, that's how finance is. And we're coming through with a big old mop and clean up the floor. So hope you like the UI. That's the UI of the vendor page itself. So it's the vendor listing. So you'll be able to, all the products are integrated with our platform. So anything that they sell or could sell would integrate the platform some way or through Discord. Everything's automated. So like indicators and access to Discord and all that's fully automated. You buy from the website, immediately when you click purchase, that person's Discord roles are immediately given to you. That person's indicators immediately given to you. No vendors don't have to go fumble with like giving access and taking access away like at TradingView. Ours is automated, full license server. You just buy it, it's there. And that's it. I'll just say, we haven't really met a vendor out there in the space that we talk to that isn't like, holy shit, guys, we didn't know y'all were building this. This is cool. We went in. And so it seems to be a very popular idea to solve a lot of these pain points that people have with their trade rooms and their trading companies. So. How would you advertise your products on the platform? Just, we can set up a vendor. You set up a vendor account. Essentially, at the front page, you go in there and you click, you know, sell something is what it'll say. Click it, sign up as a vendor, and then you're good to go. If you want to get in at launch, you know, we can sit down and have a meeting with you. We're meeting with people individually and walk you through how to set it up. To advertise your products on the platform, we are going to actually have ads in the marketplace. So people can buy ads from our kind of campaign section of the marketplace. So you can buy ads that like pop up in people's platforms and things like that. We'll have a free version of the platform with ads similar to TradingView. So people can advertise through Rocket Scooter, even on the website, on the platform, or through the search results, as sponsored results, or in the featured carousel. All of this you can buy with ads. So if you want to advertise anything, you can certainly buy advertisements through our site as well. If you want to just have a vendor page, you can make a vendor page and then list your stuff. Our plan for launch is, our launch is going to be Discord products first, and then indicator products are going to come out within the month after that. So essentially our soft launch coming out in a couple weeks. It's a bunch of vendors with a bunch of Discords and some white labels featured. And then after that, we're rolling out Rocket Script with the console UI, and then people can go and start coding. So by summer, you'll have majority of the features fully launched. Oh yeah, so exciting. Glad you guys think that the UI is pretty. I'm glad y'all like it. As far as it stands, marketplace wise, we already going to have more features than anybody else that has a marketplace related to finance, because we're the only one with the platform that allows you to do more than just indicators and doesn't throttle developers. So TradingView is the most expansive one that allows people to develop on like the most restrictive one. I would say is WAP. They don't have any products that they have. They just snap other products together, so it's hard to compare. Kind of a different category. Like TradingView and NinjaTrader are like the main financial ecosystems out there that have their own ecosystem. Like they both have their own platforms. So we have our own platform in that category. WAP can snap some platforms together, but they don't own the platform. So the limitation is you're still in the ecosystem of TradingView, for instance, with WAP. So in TradingView, they limit what vendors can do. You can't write infinite complexity to your indicators. You can't have infinite outputs. They don't allow you to have more than a certain amount. And your users have their experience all done in the browser. So, you know, more complex tools kind of throttle down a browser. Same thing with NinjaTrader. NinjaTrader is all local calculation inside that engine. And it's just as atrocious the more complicated something gets. They don't throttle their vendors, but which throttling means like how much information the vendor calculation can output. TradingView throttles. You can only have so many outputs, and then Ninja doesn't, but Ninja also lets vendors create whatever they want, and it can as soon as it gets a certain amount of complexity, everybody knows it starts running slow. So we've solved that problem. When server-based calcs, it never runs slow. So that's the best part. So we beat all the major ecosystems in that one aspect. So now you can write, you know, your fancy cartoony algorithm with like 500,000 neon lines and shapes and colors, and it'll run it without locking it up. So we're excited with that. Plus, additionally, well, you can code indicators, not just that, but like alerts, scanner settings, other types of things can be your output, not just an indicator on a chart. So our ecosystem will have more products. So if you want to take your, like all of my scanner settings here, each one of these I write in RocketScript. They're written in RocketScript right now. And so this is like, if you were to buy this bundle of scanner settings, it would appear on your platform. As a coder, I can designate my outputs from anything I code to be going to different parts of the platform, not just the chart. So typically in these ecosystems, you're just drawing on a chart. Here, you'll be able to interact with multiple widgets. So as we create more and more widgets, you can write code that'll interact with the backtest module, code that'll interact with the alerts, code that'll interact with little charts, subcharts, everything. So letting you know that on the ecosystem, you'll be able to buy somebody's scanner settings, somebody's indicator package, somebody's you know, chart overlays can be a product there, like get my chart overlay. Like anything that somebody does that you said, oh, I wish I had that on my computer, and you have to go make it yourself or whatever, they'll be able to take it, export it, host it, and you can get it. So this feature right here, like a guidebook kind of thing, this is, we don't know what to call it yet, we haven't thought of it, but a button you click that opens up a widget that under certain conditions shows a graphic or a video. This is a custom widget that you'll be able to make a product for. This can, we don't know what to call it, but an example is, in my use of it, it's liquidity map. So if liquidity map is BLU, then show this graphic in this widget. See how that works? So vendors can create educational displays under certain conditions of their indicator that work in the educational widget. So they're like, if I were to give you this, and then this was packaged separately or bundled separately as a layover, it's an additional tool. Overlay, not layover, overlay on top of the widget here. So see how we have different ideas on how to have you have just a much more customizable experience. And the vendor will be able to say it can make an indicator. For me, an example is you guys buy Pro Plus right now. That's what we call a bundle, a super bundle. Pro Plus is the bundle of all of my scanner settings, the bundle of all of my indicators, the bundle of my educational tool, the bundle of my alerts. Each one of these is a separate thing bundled together. So that each set of items is a bundle. And then when you bundle the bundles, you buy something called Pro Plus. So like a vendor can design whatever package they want, like an educational package, a trial package, a full launch package, pretty simply. And so now you go in, it's like if you go to TradingView, you're just going to buy somebody's indicator, add it to your thing, and you're done. You go to our thing, you'll be able to buy an experience from this vendor. Educational videos hosted on the site, referenceable on the platform, things like that. So the platform itself is going to have, as we grow, like we always talked about, more widgets to aid with education, things like that. This is where this comes in handy. As we get more creative, people will be able to create educational experiences for you inside the platform as well. Okay, anyways, waiting for my bull zone tap, and I'm gonna take a long right off of 505. Got it for this morning. I love you guys. Glad y'all liked the little teaser today. The marketplace vendor page. We're excited to release that. So we will see y'all tomorrow. I gotta get back to work. Busy, busy, busy. It is an all day job. I got so much code to review. Yep. So I gotta bounce out of here. We love you. Okay, I'm waiting for bull zone tap. I'm gonna take a long if I get there. DD ratio is still greater than half. Okay. Love you guys. Get out of here. See y'all later. Good luck, everybody. Remember, monthly maps are turning around. They look good. Hopefully they stay that way.